United States bought and sold, folks sleeping out on the streets of gold, working family debt piles high, economic homicide. Close the shelter, close the schools, build condos for the lucky few, inflate that real estate balloon, rebuild the city for the silver spoon. They need a new hotel, they need a new convention center and 2 stadiums, and they don't want to pay for them. Unelected, suit and ties in the era of free enterprise, making record profits in the finance boom with the gold taxpayer parachutes, throwing money around the globe, knocking countries over with a heavy load, shock therapy troops and tricks, predatory economics. It's 2011 and we're racing down to the bottom. It's 2011 and we're racing down to the bottom. $1 trillion bailout deal, throw it all on the roulette wheel. In unrestricted greed we trust, come the bust, this country's fucked. Bail out the banker, not a single mom, take loans from China to pay for the bombs. Get the rich banker the bailout funds, it'll trickle down like sewage does. It's 2011 and we're racing down to the bottom. It's 2011 and we're racing down to the bottom. Now the world's greatest debtor nation's got the planet locked in debt repayments, prosecuting petty thieves while their companies do it all legally. The first world elite's imperial dream in the third world through investment schemes. Now they're starving in a world of food. That's no mistake, that's an attitude. It's 2011 and we're racing down to the bottom. It's 2011 and we're racing down to the bottom. It spread to Egypt, they were walking like Tunisians there. It spread to Egypt, they were walking like Tunisians there. And that spirit blew across Libya, and it ended up Tahrir Square. Then it spread to Yemen, they were walking like Egyptians there. It spread to Bahrain, they're walking like Egyptians there. And that spirit blew across the Red Sea, and it ended up in Pearl Square. And it's an open door, but you only get what you go for. So many lives, the occupier and the occupied, the soldier, the insurgent, and those stuck between the lines. We tried to block the cities, we tried to block the ports, strategic desperation, we did what we could. Oh, and it was my generation, I got up to get on board the train of false promises to be part of the war. Oh, but it's an old story. Then they were soldiers, focused and confused, overworked and underslept, honored and accused, propped up and pinned down by a shared mythology of country and family and gender identity. Oh, but it's an old story. Oh, it's all been done before. In search of something larger, in search of something just, abused and abandoned by the men who won their trust, now struggling to reason with a purpose undefined, a generation amputated in body and mind. Oh, but it's an old story. Oh, it's all been done before. Oh, it's an old story. Then fall stuck between the lines. Read people how they struggled to keep the numbers up. Strategic desperation, that's how the war was fought, with your bodies and your bombs. You counted down the days as your daily and deadly surprises marked the way. Oh, but it's an old, old story. And they tried to break your spirit with 1,000 tricks. They tried to pit you against one another in violence. And I wouldn't say you lost, but I wouldn't say you won. You just struggled through the hard days and tried to enjoy some of it. It's an old, old story. Now the best that you can work for in times like these is a just and peaceful future for your family. To find space for healing, to find space to mourn, to find space for dreaming so you can move on. It's an old, old story. Oh, it's all been done before. Oh, it's an old, old story that far too many know. They got cops in the streets, walking lines with taser guns, wooden batons, and trying to keep you scared. The violent attacks, you know it all comes down to how you react, and now you're face to face, seeing it all. Dispersal warnings and making the call. They got busted the pack. But people like you, when they did that in the 50s, the movement grew. Young student, knew the game. Movement elder, fan of the flames. Combat veteran, seen it before. Same tactics used in the foreign war. Fighter warning, you're keeping your ground. Committed people sitting all around. Through the bullhorn, it's all distorted. You can't leave now. You can't afford it. Hold the line. Even if your voice shakes, friend of mine. Even if your voice shakes, push forward. It's up to you. See it through. And the silence breaks, voices are loud, rubber bullets crack, pierce the crowd, heart starts pumping, scaring the crowd because the people still sitting in the tear gas cloud. The line advances, they're swinging sticks and the marching boots and the taser clicks, screaming erupts, someone got struck, people calling for a medic, they better hurry up. Now the vomit comes like a flood, getting choked by the gas, hands covered in blood, bruised and beaten, living away. Remember, it's always been this way. They'll beat you down, show you the guns, it gets violent sometimes, and then change comes. To stand firm, organize, and then cut back to too many people. For them to attack, you gotta hold the line. And even if your voice shakes, friend of mine, even if your voice shakes, push forward, it's up to you to see it through. So during this next verse, picture Oakland. This goes out to the people of Oakland and to the whole West Coast, including Houston, Texas, who are going to try to shut down all the ports on Monday as part of the 99% movement. And they went out, and the police came that one morning to occupy Oakland and violently evicted it. They came back in the thousands to protest it and to reclaim the park. And they did. During those demonstrations, a young Iraq vet named Scott Olson was shot in the face with a tear gas canister. And his skull was cracked, fractured, and he had to get brain surgery. He was in the hospital for a while. And what did they do in reaction? 1 week later, they came back with tens of thousands of people, and they shut down the entire port of Oakland. And that shit is beautiful. And that's what I mean in the song when I say, come back until there's too many people for them to attack, you know? That's what that shit looks like. That's the power right there, you know? So this goes out to them for Monday. And it's days like this, when something clicks, when you're confused, tired, and scared as shit.